Hello again. I was reading in Matthew's Gospel earlier this week about a confrontation between Jesus and the Pharisees. What, another one, you'll be saying? Well, yes, the Pharisees didn't like Jesus. In fact, you could say they hated him. They didn't like his growing popularity. They saw him as a challenge, a threat to their power and authority. They were always trying to get something on him to bring him down. They threw all sorts of stuff at him and none of it stuck. Then they thought they'd finally got him. I imagine it was one of the young rising stars of the ruling faction who came up with the idea and took it to the chief priests. Why, I see him asking, why don't we ask him about taxes? The chief priest would probably have said something along the lines of, I'm listening. Well, the young fellow might have said, the people hate paying the Roman taxes, don't they? All we have to do is ask him whether it's right to pay the taxes or not. Then the chief priest might have asked him, where are you going with this? Listen, says the young fellow, if he says pay the taxes, the people will turn against him because they hate paying the taxes. He'll lose his followers. But if he says don't pay them, the Romans will have him as an insurgent. He'll either be a busted flush or just busted. And so the plot was hatched. They had him this time. When they came to Jesus and asked him what they thought was their terribly clever question, he just smiled. Show me the coin you pay the taxes with, he asked. Well, the Pharisees were like the Duke of Edinburgh. They didn't carry much loose change around with them. But eventually somebody came up with a Roman coin, a denarius, and gave it to Jesus. Jesus looked at the coin. Whose head is this? He asked. Caesar's, they replied. Well, he said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. I would love to have seen their faces, wouldn't you? They must have been furious. But you see, they didn't think it through. They saw it as a straightforward binary choice, either or. The most important word, though, in what Jesus said to them was, and. Give to Caesar what is his, and give to God what is his. You have to live by the rules of this world, and live by the values of God's world. The Pharisees' hoped-for trap raises questions for us even today, when you think about it. It's very hard trying to live by Christian values in a world that by and large pays little if any heed to them. A world that doesn't seem to care very much about poverty or hunger or homelessness. There are times when we can bring our Christian values to bear, and that's when we elect governments or, as they've been doing this week in America, presidents. At such times, we could look at the record and try to see if there's evidence that their values align with ours. We can look at what they promise to do and see if their policies chime with the values of our faith. As I record this message, I have no idea who will win the American presidential election. By the time you watch this, we'll probably know who has won. Will it have been someone who will make laws and policy decisions based on the values of God's world, or someone who just wants to be Caesar? Time will tell. In the meantime, God bless you. Stay safe. Bye for now.